Hello everyone and welcome to PhotoBiz Live today where we'll be doing website reviews. So we have 3 websites lined up we're going to take a look at and see what everyone's doing, see where we can, make improvements, but also see what they're doing and what you might be able to apply to your own website. So stick around, we're going to get started shortly. Let me get the websites loaded up and we'll get started momentarily. If you want to have your website reviewed in the future, we have a description. In the description area there is a link to a form. Fill it out and you'll be part of our ongoing series. It's first come, first serve. So we're going to take a look at these 3 websites today. And if we have time, if you settle in, we might be able to take a look at your website, but we'll see what's going in a few moments. So let me get started. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Again, if you want to have your website reviewed in the future, please check out our form in our description and leave a comment as well if you want us to take a look at your website. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at our first website for today. Okay, so our first website, ooh, there we go. Okay, our first website is Williams and Associates Professional Photography. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so I like the collage at the beginning. I think this looks really nice. It shows off different styles of photography that you provide, from professionals to family portraits and event portraits. So that looks really cool. This is really nice. I like this section here where it's kind of just a call out of what type of work you do and in between here. Now I would explore, because I don't know, let's see, are these clickable? Yes, they are. That's good. Definitely would try to make sure that this has an image that lines up in this area, because right now it's kind of getting kind of off-centered. And then we come down to here. This section looks nice as well. I don't think you necessarily need these two images, so I might remove them so we can get right to here, to your newsletter section. And then this image here kind of just feels kind of just tacked on. So I definitely would probably remove this image. It just feels like kind of uneventful and just kind of not necessarily in the right spot on the website. The subscribe for updates is kind of tucked in down here, and it's not clickable as well, so I definitely would remove this section here, especially since we have your newsletter sign up directly above anyway. So definitely would just try to condense some of the information here, reorganize it a little bit just to give it a little bit more stronger structure just as we go into it. And yeah, I think that's fine. Otherwise, I mean, I do like this section here. I think this is good. I like this area here as well. But yeah, I definitely would just restructure some things, remove some things that aren't necessary to the narrative of the home page. All right, let's check out your next pages. I'm gonna go to your About page. Let's take a look at that. Nice little section here. This looks good. Overall, this is really nice. I like this area here. Great job with the FAQ. It's nice, short and sweet. And straight into the contacting page. So, you know, this is really, really done well. I think this is a nice, clean About page where it showcases your work, what you do best, and gets to the details for your frequently asked questions. So I think this looks really, really nice. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with this one. The only thing I see is you have a red button here. The rest kind of the call out colors are blue, so you might want to keep it in that wheelhouse of colors. Let's jump over to the types of portraits. So we have school portraits. Okay, we're doing a pin board with 2 images. Full scope, that looks really nice. And then we have your contact me. So I think this looks really nice. Something I would do just to add more SEO depth to the page, you know, just write a little description about how you do these types of portraits, that they're available. This will just help when people are searching for, you know, school portraits in your location. So definitely recommend adding some details. You can put it down here as well. You don't have to put it at the very top, but it'll get people kind of like in the wheelhouse of like, oh, learning about what you do. Okay, so I see consistency amongst these pages. That's good. At least it's very consistent. Same recommendation that I would apply to the other page, I would apply here, some details about that. So when people are looking for professional headshots or for, you know, anything like that, I think this would be a good spot for them to research for this. Same thing with this for, you know, graduations, event photography, anything of these. Definitely put those details in there when people are searching for those. That's just going to help with your SEO at the end of the day. So when people are searching, you really stand out versus kind of being hidden. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Welcome to the show today. Let's take a look at this. This is family and groups. So yeah, we can see some event photography, some big family portraits. Looks good. Same recommendations that I have across all the portrait pages. I would definitely recommend adding details to those pages. So what that's going to do is just like a paragraph, a headline, like what types of photography it is, and then just briefing on what you have available, basically making the pages more targeted at the end of the day. So when people are searching, they might stumble across those pages first and less likely just the home page. So definitely think that would be good, and it gets you more targeted when people are searching for those types. Let's check out events. Now we got events standalone here. Looks good. Same recommendations though. Same recommendations. All right, let's jump over to your blog. Oh, looks like your blog is all the temp material. So I definitely recommend removing this until you actually got something available to be searched. Right now, when people come to here, they might think it's, you know, broken or something like that, and not know that this is placeholder content. So I definitely recommend hiding the blog page till you have actual blogs that you want to display. That also recommends on the home page, making sure that we're not going to read a blog post. So be wary of that as well. We don't want to send people to areas that aren't visible. Contact. pretty straightforward. Keep it simple, right? So I think this looks good. Overall, I think your pages are looking good. I think the only thing I would recommend is just let's try to reorganize some of the information, especially on the home page. And then on these portrait pages, let's make these pages a little bit more targeted for information when people are searching for you. You know, they might land on these pages first directly about school photography, graduations, and such. So let's make those pages a little bit more targeted. It'll just make the user experience at the end of the day a lot more better, and it could hopefully get you more leads. Yeah, decluttering and things like that I think are important. And of course, if you need any help, our team can assist you. All right, let's jump over to our next website. Now, Mary, I believe she was at our last event. She wanted us to kind of look at her website a little bit more. She's trying to do some more stuff to it. So let's see what we got going on. Nice little banner here at the top. Definitely needs some air to breathe in between this section. I think that would look good. Okay, looks good. Definitely a little bit breathing room in between these sections. These are sandwiched together. See how we have gaps in between these sections? We need at least a little gap between those other sections. Otherwise, this feels slightly like it's being squished. Also, I talked about with her removing a lot of these dividers. A lot of them aren't necessary. You only want to use dividers to like break up information. When a section like this section here is like kind of part of this, so then yes, the green one makes sense above. The one below, not necessarily. It just feels like, and then you have this white border around it. It just feels disconnected versus connected. Here you could put a divider because this is where we're learning more about you. And then the one here. But again, we don't want these images butting up like that. It just feels like something is like snapped into place versus its own its own section. It feels like an error of some sort. And I would use color to emphasize certain sections when it changes versus just dividers. So definitely recommend doing that in those places. Now, something that they did do was they made home its own drop down, which I necessarily would not do at all, because now it's going to be harder for people to know where to find specific pages. If you're trying to get a balance, it's okay as long as there's 7 to 8 items. You're okay. And right now we're at 5, so you could have these two peel out and it would look perfect. You want to make sure that these are explorable and easy to find. These are your core pages: your home, about, and contact. The most important pages are now kind of hidden. Let's take a look at your about. Okay, not too bad. Looking pretty good. It's really nice. Love this color breakup. This is what I'm talking about. Use color to make it matter. Yeah, I think this page is looking pretty good. I might even want to condense some of the information. It looks like we're, you got a name, so you're telling a story here, capturing every heart of the family. This looks really good. You might want to find ways to condense. It's a long about page, I will say. Not many about pages are super long. Usually you get about this much and then maybe this to that. But this is really a lot of details, and I really like that about it. But you might even find elements that you can remove and they'll still just be as strong. Check out your contact page. This is a really long contact page. With contact pages, typically, I would say this is a booking page versus a contact page. Now, what's the difference between that? Well, a booking page is for people who've already made a decision to book with you. When I see a contact page, I want to be able to just talk to you. I just want to connect with you, figure out what needs to be done next. So I might have to just email you directly, it seems like, because in this situation, it looks like we're already trying to book a session. So you might want to distinguish this as a investment slash booking page versus a contact page, because right now it feels like I'm getting in the mode of connecting with you for actually talking about a session versus like, hey, I got a question. Where are you located? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not in my area, there's no need to go much deeper than that. So just consider that, that might be worth looking into making that exclusively that. All right, let's jump over to our photography gallery. Now, last time I spoke, I think I said that this page feels the most disorienting because this is a gallery, but it's not quite, it's not the actual gallery. This is kind of like a brief about who you are and what you do. It's almost like an extended about. So definitely would condense some of this information. I would make this be more of a hub type page. And what I mean by hub is like when I come here, I can see all these types of photography being able to examine. So, if you're doing family, senior, weddings, pet, and such, that would be viewable here. So definitely make sure that it's easy to navigate, because right now as a consumer or a client of yours, I'm very confused on what's the purpose of this page, because I want to be able to find the information that I'm looking for. And right now I'm just seeing images, and I'm guessing these possibly might be for sale, but I'm not quite sure, and I'm a little lost. Now on your family page, this looks really nice. That sandwiching, let's try to break that up, give it some breathing room, remove our dividers when possible, use color when possible. Same explanation that I have for here. You see how this is sticking to the tops, but there's like different color. Either go all in on that green there, or break it up, give some breathing room to certain areas. Everything, see this button, it's just sticking and it looks like a mistake. Nice section. A little floaty in here. I would add some color or a border. A divider. Mm-hmm. Great bit of information. Huge section here. I definitely would condense that when possible. Duplicate images, be careful of that. Unnecessary section. I don't think that's needed. Let's just get straight to important areas of interest. We've got an investment section like this. Breathing room for here as well. And then just watch your stickiness of the banners and dividers and stuff. The client portal's also in the look section. I wouldn't know what look means as a customer. Like, what am I supposed to look at? Oh, it's in here. Pull out these things. Be direct. Bad navigation leads to bad sales. It just, you want to make sure it's easier for people to connect with you and find what they're looking for. Blog. Let's see what's going on here. I think these were to hidden pages. Yeah, you can actually create blogs using the blog builder. It would actually be better, because right now this is kind of like a strange hybrid blogs. Definitely recommend doing that. And the blogs are nice because they don't take up like space on your website builder area. They have their own area and section where they live in. But I like the ideas behind it. It's just we should import all these to blog pages. It'll help with filtering, and you can create an RSS feed and people can get directly those updates. This is a great little starting point. FAQ, I like this. Give a little breathing room around that green. That looks good. Otherwise, great page, what to expect. Very nice, very simple, straight to the point. Let's check out the sales page. Okay. This is difficult to read. It's very, it's also very, like, I don't think this section is necessary, the happy holidays. Just to keep it in sync with your other pages. It's a little, I think I would break this up instead of just a divider. I would use a different color, use that solid green there. It's also festive, just to make this a little bit more easier and clear. We see this visual and it feels like the same, or use a green here, just to kind of feel like it's differentiating from this area. Because we'll have similar down here. Can kind of get difficult to read. And then your social link page, pretty cool. So Mary, I see that you've made some updates. Some of those updates are really nice. Some other updates I definitely would recommend breaking out your navigation, making it easier to observe. Right now, I kind of get a little lost on your pages. It's a lot of dense information, but it's kind of needs to be broken up slightly different. So again, reach out to me, connect with me after this, and if you want me to take a look at your website, we have coaching services available. Definitely recommend doing that because I think we can do a lot of like updates and quick refreshing, and it's only $150 for an hour, and usually most customers only need that 1 hour. So we can really, really make that website look more polished because I think I know you're in the building process of it, but I think a lot of it is like knowing where to put the building blocks and making things look more digestible for the user experience, and that's what we want to get you to. So definitely recommend doing that. But again, if you want to do this all on your own, our team is available. You can just call anytime, and they'll be able to assist you. But yeah, I think we just want to get some page clarity and navigational clarity, just to make the user experience at the end of the day way more easier for them, and it'll make you feel happy too, because you'll be able to find all this stuff better. So yeah, definitely recommend doing that. Otherwise, I think you got some good ideas. It's just really trimming down, refocusing, and getting things in a more digestible manner. Like this here's good at the top. This section here, it's just, I'm lost. I don't know where you want me to go. It feels all too samey. And then also like the large blankets of black kind of fill the void, and slightly like this, it just kind of breaks the page a little bit. So we want to fix those things that can be sought out as issues versus style choices. So we want to fix those things. Like this page looks great. It's very simple, straight to the point. But some of these other pages is I'm a little lost, and I want to make sure that your customers don't get lost. So, okay. Reach out to us, and again, keep building. If you need any help, our team's available to help. And if you need our extra service, reach out to me. Okay. All right, let's take a look at our next website. This one is Visual 14. Visual Artex. Let's see, Architects. So nice video banner here rolling at the top. Looks really nice. That loop video looks really cool. Look at that. That's sick. Yeah. Like the visual presentation right away. Love that you're showing off your accolades right away too. Using this big space. I think this looks nice. Larger text too, looks really good and gorgeous here. Love this rollover effect, looks really nice here. I might want to center this. This is the only thing that seems off-centered. I want like kind of a description. This feels kind of haloed and aliened out by itself. Looks really nice. Clickable video you can watch there. Very cool. I would put a little description about your public speaking. And this one looks good because it kind of bleeds over for the effect, so it looks really nice. I would probably put some images that lead to your Instagram. These buttons are too close to me. If you could add a little, like maybe some images and then visual, your Instagram could check it out. That might be good. And I love seeing able to see your past clients. So I think overall there's some really great ideas on the homepage. The things I definitely change is let's make this centered. Let's add a little information here because it just feels empty. And same thing here. I want to have more information about your public speaking so I can click contact. But otherwise, really strong start. I love the beginning. This looks really fantastic. Love the spacing that you're adding in between this stuff. It gives it some breathing room. Let's check out your about. Really nice information. I would use, so it's not just floating on black above, use one of our card type effects. This would be really nice to kind of break it up because you're going from the black cards then to maybe like a light card, some type of colored card, then boom, back down into a black card section, and then another card section, or maybe just over and then this whole section can be like a call out. That might look really nice. Otherwise, this looks like a really great bit of information. It's very slim, which is nice. It's not a lot of details. It's detailed, but not like dense. So it looks really good. Keep that up. Just break it up so it doesn't feel so floaty with it all being on black. All right, let's check out who we are. Straight to the point, looks good, very clean, easy. Oh, this takes us to another website. So yeah, if you want us to review that website, let me know in the future. Let's take a look at this one. Looks really nice. These two images kind of just feel hanging out down at the bottom. Kind of just needed to be this, but hey, if you want to add some more images, I recommend making them kind of like 1, 2, 3 here versus full bleed images. Just something I recommend. Great looking section though. Nice to see a face to the product as well. All right, let's check out this. Very good. Nice rollover effects. Very stylish, very cool. We have some new video options as well. Check out those. We have some new layouts. You might see something in there you like as well, but that's pretty cool. Check out the architectural. Love the consistency. Love this. This looks awesome. Love that. That looks great. Might want to give a little space between these two. Feels like one super image, and I kind of want to break it up just so I can focus on each individual image that way. Especially when there's a lot of visual noise to it with architecture, just lines everywhere. Let's put some space between those images if possible. Check out the drone footage. Look at that. Ooh. Very nice. Very cool. Some aerial photography. Some other videos like that. Hawaii, Panama. Very cool. Pretty bit of information here. What I do here, add a call to action so people can connect with you on that page. We have it here, so let's do that next. Company profiles. You might be able to add this text here. Otherwise, this feels very empty at the top. Looks good. Yeah, just fix that title. Button colors are purple here where they're white on other pages. Very cool. Like it where it tells a story leading to another story. Add a call to action here to connect with you. I think that'd be good there. I want to see a video. If you can put a video banner there, I think that'd be nice. I would remove this information here. This is someone else's written words, so remove that. Just go through and make sure you don't have any other sections like that. Yeah, that one's the only one I noticed so far. So remove that information. Looks good. Great page. Again, watch your buttons. Make it. I like the white better. It was easier to see as viewable videos. I want to watch this video. Make it clickable. Just change the layout. Okay, let's jump over to prints. Oh, looks like it goes to another website. Let's jump over to your contact. Straightforward, easy enough. Anything I would change here? You could move email up to here if you want to, or phone number. That'd be easy enough. Looks like it's been a while since you blogged, at least almost 6 months, so let's get the blogging again. It's just gonna help with search. Tell me some stories. You've done a lot. Let's see them. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got call to actions here. Yeah, looks good. Just keep blogging when possible. And you have a giveaway for May. I would go ahead and hide that. You don't need to show it anymore. So, Jason, you got a really great website, really great information. Just a few things I would really adjust, and it's mostly just a few format things. Make sure that your video buttons are white because it just makes it easier to read on your pages, or a solid color. That purple tone is kind of lost and hard to see because it's so dark in tone. So even if you want to use the YouTube red, I would do that as well, just to make sure it pops and people recognize that type of icon, that color anyway. Other things is just small formatting things here and there, like making sure something was centered when it needed to be. Add call to actions to sections where people can connect with you. And then just little tiny things with like headers and things like that you just need to adjust. Otherwise, you got a lot of great content. You got a lot of great information. Use color or different color blocks sometimes to break up sections so certain areas don't feel like it's floating on black too much. But otherwise, I think you have a really strong website with a lot of great content. Again, if you need any help, you can always reach out to me or my team. Give them a call, say, hey, I want to make this adjustment. He told me about some new layouts and options that I can use. What are they? If you need any help with that, our team is right there to help you. So very exciting stuff. Again, if you want to see a lot of these latest updates and things like that, you can always go to our blog.photobiz.com. You can see what's new, latest options that we have available, something that you might want to benefit from, Jason, and anyone else is you might like some of these new layout options that we have for images. One of my favorite things is the story panel layout. You can add images, videos, and text sections together to create these really dynamic looking visuals. I think they look gorgeous. Imagine what you could do with those types of areas on your website. I think that'll look really, really stylistically cool. We also have a lot of new things coming out. Our PhotoBiz AI website creators on its way. So if you're brand new or thinking about getting a PhotoBiz website, you're going to be able to see our latest features where you can build your website in just a click and you don't have to worry about anything else. So that's going to really help you get online faster than ever before. You can always go to our What's New tab and check out other things that we have released. So you can see in October we have one-click text editor options. We have 12 new video layouts. So Jason, you might want to see how you might be able to use those as well for your website. Just like layover cards where you can detail a story next to a video. You might even like it. So just some great things that you can add to your website to add a little bit more polish. We also have these new testimonial type cards that are in the image section that you can add to your website as well. It's just going to add some flavor to it. And then you have our uploaded videos you can always add in here, and our story panel options are available there as well. So check out those. You can also see in the blog we also do more than just talk about us. We also talk about why testimonials matter. If you need help removing old logos from backgrounds, we showcase how you can do that with using Sora, ChatGPT's image editor and stuff like that, so you can utilize those features. And you can also see why adding videos like Jason has to your website can help you book more clients. So think about ways you can utilize the video on your website. That opening video banner on his page, that's a moneymaker. Gets me excited. If I was a client, I'm ready to book because I know I can trust his quality. So things to think about when you're doing that for your own websites. As a photographer, shoot behind the scenes, shoot photos like this, get an image video real quick of that, and then create little reels. This is just going to help sell you at the end of the day. Visual storytelling, like he's talking about. All right. And if you want to check out more stuff, if you need help, you can always go to our education.photobiz.com. You can check out our upcoming events. We have coming up today was website review. Next week we'll be talking about how do you use PhotoBiz AI with helping with your website. So if you need any help with that, we're going to talk about how it can improve your SEO, help you write blogs, help you write website content. So if you get stuck on anything, PhotoBiz AI is there to help. Really, really helps. And then the following week after that, we'll be doing website reviews. And then the beginning of the year, website reviews, we're jumping right in on those again. So definitely take time for all that stuff. And if you need any assistance in the meantime, you can always check out our coaching services that we have available. One-on-one services, $150. Choose any of these types of topics and our team will assist you. So if you need help with design, e-commerce, client galleries, marketing, forms and contracts, SEO, or just getting started, our team is there to assist you for $150. One of our most popular services. 1 hour, you can get a lot done in that time. I promise you, you'll walk away with a brand new website if that's something that you're looking for. You can get a lot of that done in that time frame. Our experts know how to build these websites, so they just need to hear your insights, and you can say yay or nay to the choices that they make while they're building your site. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to our team. Our team is always here to assist you. You can call us, you can live chat with us, or you can directly email us. Our team is standing by to assist you. Otherwise, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay warm. It's kind of getting a huge cold front on the north in North America. So if you're here, stay warm. Anywhere else, I hope you have a great, wonderful weekend.